That's one thing that, I've always wanted to do, is just to continue this, to do it the same way they did it.
The old mill in North Little Rock receiving a facelift, but it's not just any surgeon doing the work here.
More than 90 years ago, the place most known for being in the opening credits of Gone with the Wind was built. The original sculpting work done by a family member of the person who is actually now restoring it to its former glory. How cool is that?
Caroline Derby joining us now live in North Little Rock with more on this. Caroline, tell us more about the restoration and the man who's got his hands on the project.
Well, Bob and Laura, I guess you could say it's a family affair for Carlos Cortez. For generations, his family has been sculpting concrete. Now he's continuing that legacy right here at the old mill. Nestled in the heart of North Little Rock's Lakewood neighborhood sits a staple since 1933, the old mill.
A lot of things have been lost in time, but they can be recreated.
What remains the same decade after decade, the family behind every brushstroke and sculpture.
All the tree forms, the benches, the sort of the trellis that's there, the fallen tree trellis, that is all his work. And a lot of it is, it comes out of his imagination.
Carlos Cortez's great uncle was the original sculptor for all of this you see here, faux wood and more, passing down the skill through generations. Now Cortez is restoring what his great uncle created.
It's preserving the legacy of the work, and which I feel is very important.
When looking for someone to carve a new path forward for the mill, Valerie Boyce and Deanna Montgomery, with Friends of the Old Mill, thought who better than to keep it in the family.
We had to find someone who could do this repair, because it is on the historic register. Not just anyone is allowed to touch these historical structures.
Restoration has to also be detailed enough that they keep that same sense there.
Old age, vandalism, and more caused damage to the hopper and chute for the mill. Their organization, the city, Studio Cortez, and more teamed up to keep this famous mill turning.
Yes, it was in the opening credits of Gone with the Wind, and supposedly, reportedly, it's the only existing structure at this time.
Cortez says this family tradition is one he hopes will never die.
That's one thing that, I've always wanted to do, is just to continue this, to do it the same way they did it. That's a way to honor them and also to teach the next generation.
His two sons were with him this week at the restoration, and the project will wrap up tomorrow. Reporting live in North Little Rock, I'm Caroline Derby, KARK 4 News.